I'm gonna just run down my shout outs. The dun dun.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Skeleton Closet, where we talk celebrity news and hot topics. My name is JT, and I know I have been away for quite some time now, and there's really no excuse for it. But I had some things going on in my personal life that I needed to readjust and get back to me so that I could, bring back the content that you guys were enjoying so much. It seems like I was just starting to pick up momentum and gain like real good subscribers and supporters on this channel, and then I just disappeared, which was so weird and something that I definitely did not anticipate or want to do. But sometimes you just got to take a break and then get back to you, and that's exactly what I did. And today we are back with a brand new video because, first of all, we've missed so much. Not we, but I have missed so much. So much has happened in the time that I've been gone. There's been scandal after scandal, controversy after controversy, but with our most favorite thing to talk about, and that is TheView. Now, since I've been gone, Meghan McCain has announced that she will not be returning to TheView for its 25th season, and her last time on the panel was this month. Well, this past month, because it's now September. She is no longer going to be on The View. She said that she wanted to spend time with her family since she is a new mom, and there had been a little tiff amongst the ladies, but nothing extraordinary, nothing crazy. Personally, I think what the issue is, she didn't want to move back to New York City. During the quarantine, she had moved to Washington, D.C. to be with her family, and she had went on and on about how much she enjoyed being in D.C. And her mom is now part of the Biden administration, so I believe it's a good thing that she wants to, remain close to her family and not move back to New York City, especially after the virus and COVID and all the things that have been going on. New York City is definitely a totally different ball game than what it was pre-pandemic, so I kind of don't fault her for that, especially being a new mom. Now, with that being said, we have to talk about who's going to be the replacement for Meghan McCain, because that firecracker is definitely going to be hard to replace. Nobody is going to be able to fill that seat quite like Meghan McCain because she was so controversial. Now, there's been times where I've been like, oh, I'm so sick of Meghan McCain, Princess of Arizona, Nutmeg. I'm tired of her. I'm sick of her ranting, her complaining, her narcissism, her superiority complex, and all the things that make her the Princess of Arizona was sometimes very overbearing and annoying, to say the least. But other than that, she was great for TV. The drama was so entertaining when she would banter with Joy and Sunny and sometimes Whoopi Goldberg. All that was entertaining. She was better for the show. She was more better for the show than she is worse for the show, if that makes sense. So filling her shoes in that seat is going to be very difficult. But now, since we are less than 6 days away from the return of The View, it is set to return on September 7th. And it has been speculated that a lot of different people are going to be, in that seat, from Candace Owens to Tommy Lauren to some other conservative, talking heads that are controversial. But to start out, there's a story that was posted by The Best Life today, and it is titled, "This is who replaced Meghan McCain when The View returns on September 7th. So the story talks about, Meghan McCain leaving in August, and this is a quote from her. She said, "We have this incredible life here," she said, "of living in D.C. We're supported by my family, his family, friends, by this incredible support unit. I think, as any new mom knows, when I think about where I want her daughter, Liberty, to have her first steps and her first words, I just have this really wonderful life here. Ultimately, I felt that I didn't want to leave." I didn't think that she wanted to leave DC because she has really grown to love DC, and that's where her family is. And also her husband, who is a Fox News commentator, works out of DC as well. So I think it's just, easy for her to be there. But moving on to who will replace Meghan McCain. So the person who is set to show up on September 7th in Meghan McCain's seat is Mia Love. Now, Mia Love is a former Utah congressperson who is a conservative, but she has been talking on CNN quite a lot, especially after the January 6th insurrection and during the election cycle. So they've been using her to come on and give her conservative point of view. It'll be interesting to see how she fits in with the other ladies, especially being another woman of color along with Sunny. So we'll see what Mia Love gives when she's on the show. Typically on CNN, she's kind of subdued and not really problematic, but you know, The View calls for a little bit of drama here and there. So we'll see what September 7th gives for her. I'm guessing this is going to be a way for the show and the producers to test other women to see who is able to captivate the audience more, because moving on from that, they'll be rotating previous hosts of The View. So this will be a way for The View to test new faces along with old faces as well. Not to call the ladies old, but former co-hosts will be sitting in Meghan McCain's seat just to rotate to see who will be a better fit for the show and who will continue to captivate their audience. So for the new faces of The View, it's former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, political commentator who is also a friend of Meghan McCain, S.E. Cupp, former presidential hopeful Carly Fiorina, journalist Mary Catherine Ham, former Trump press secretary Alyssa Farrow. That'll be interesting. The Real World and Southern Charm star Cameron Eubanks, former Fox News host Gretchen Carlson. And that is an interesting name because if anybody has seen the show Spotlight, I believe it's on Hulu and possibly HBO Max. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But Gretchen Carlson is referenced in that show or that movie when the whole thing was going on at Fox and the Fox executive was doing some quite questionable things. So it'll be interesting. I think just moving forward, we'll see who's able to captivate the audience more. And a little crossover from reality to real life. We have Ebony K. Williams, who is a New York City star of New York Housewives. So it'll be interesting to see what the show gives. Again, I'm kind of heartbroken. I'm kind of upset. I'm kind of sad to say that Meghan McCain is leaving, because even though I didn't agree with her on a lot of different things, she was great entertainment. I really enjoyed watching Meghan McCain on The View. Personally, if Meghan McCain wasn't there, I felt like the show was boring. Because personally, I already know what Whoopi, Sunny, Joy, and Sarah is going to say. I want to know what Meghan McCain has to say about this. Typically, those four ladies are going to agree with one another, and then Meghan is going to disagree with all of them. And it's always good to hear the opposing view. It's kind of irritating sometimes when she was aggressive, rude. But other than that, I really enjoyed her commentating on The View and political topics that were happening around the world. And as far as the old faces of The View, it seems like The View is going to have a featured segment on Fridays called Flashback Fridays, where they will feature previous hosts on the panel. The first Flashback Friday, which will be on September 10th, will be Star Jones. And in a statement from the executive producer, Brian Teta, he says, 25 years in such an incredible milestone. We have so much planned to honor this amazing platform that Barbara Walters created. I can't think of a better way to kick off that celebration than by welcoming the co-hosts back to the iconic View table and to have them in front of a live studio audience again, which is great. Seeing them at home remote doing this whole Zoom type of look was tired. Okay, I was over it. I need to see them in studio, sitting next to each other, giving real life facial expressions and in the moment rebuttals and responses to one another. So I'm so happy to know that they will be in the studio again with a live audience. And he continues to say, we have some truly exciting plans to celebrate this anniversary all season long. We'll be inviting back all of our legendary lineup of former View co-hosts to guest, as well as taking a little time to find our next permanent co-host to join the panel. So this would be a good chance for them to test out old faces and new faces to see if some of the old ladies want to jump back in the ring and maybe they have a refreshed feel to them, or new faces that will add a new aspect to the show. I'm excited. I love to see the housewife on the show, Ebony Williams. I remember watching an episode on The Real Housewives of New York and realizing that she was kind of, she's a force to be reckoned with. I don't think that the ladies of New York Housewives expected her to be as outspoken as she is. So it is going to be interesting to see her on the show. I'm not quite sure of her political affiliations. I believe she might be moderate or Democrat. I believe. I could be wrong, but we're going to see. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the show continues and progresses. This past season was the best ever for TheView. They had great ratings while other shows continued to plummet. We talked about how Ellen DeGeneres' show had some of her worst numbers, but TheView was able to stand the test of time continuously after years of, you know, rotating seats, rotating ladies, things happening in the world, a lot of scandals, controversies. They were able to continue to move forward. So it'll be interesting to see how the show does this season. I'll definitely be tuning in. I want to know what you guys think about these possible replacements for Meghan McCain. Are you sad that Meghan McCain is leaving? Because personally, I am. I know that a lot of people did not appreciate her political views, but as far as television and entertainment, I was entertained and I enjoyed watching her. Do you want to see an old or a former co-host be the permanent co-host for this season? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Oh, another thing. I have not seen anybody from the show mention Navarro, and she is someone who is faithful to the show. She always showed up on Fridays, and she always delivered. Do you think that they are considering her, or do you think it is a slap in the face that they just did not say that they were going to replace Meghan McCain with Navarro? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, because I think that Anna would be a good replacement for Meghan McCain. However, more recently, she hasn't had much of a conservative voice. She's been very liberal or moderate, I would say somewhere in the middle. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear you guys' comments, and thank you guys for sticking with me during this time. I know it's been about 90 days, probably like, has it been 3 months? I don't know. It's been a while since I uploaded a previous video. I thank you guys so much for sticking in, continuing to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can join us in the closet and become part of the family. As well, hit that like button so that I can know how you felt about today's video. As well, hit that bell notification so that you can get notified when I upload a new video and you won't be left out in all the drama and the tea and what's going on in celebrity news and hot topics. So until next time, take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one.